Every action has a reaction, and these fights show it perfectly.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
When talk meets strength, the truth hits hard, and nobody walks away the same. Hit that like and subscribe button if you like our channel. This match was hyped up like some kind of equal showdown, but it went exactly the way everyone expected. The guy barely broke a sweat tossing her around.
Jeez.
Oh. For a second, she thought she had control. Then he flipped her over like a sack of potatoes.
How much harder can you go?
Some people just don't belong in the same ring, no matter how hard they talk about equality.
I don't want to see my dinner again.
From the first round, this fight was already a joke. The so-called blonde warrior strutted in like she was about to make history, only to get folded up and pinned by a guy half her size. That alone should have been enough to send her back to where she belonged, but she still didn't get the hint. Her backup stepped in, thinking she'd do better, and ended up flat on the floor just the same. 2 rounds, 2 easy pins, and not a shred of self-awareness. Leave it to Russia to turn a fight into a drama show. Grigory Chistyakov faced Alexandra Stepakova, who strutted in like she had something to prove. A few seconds in, it was obvious she was out of her depth. He tossed her around like yesterday's trash. By the end, she looked less like a fighter and more like someone realizing the ring isn't built for her.
Massive knockdown.
Strap in, because this matchup looked doomed from the start. The female boxer entered the ring with confidence, but it looked like she was trying too hard in a place she didn't belong. When her opponent landed a single clean punch that ended the fight, she was finally put in her place.
And Vaughn is out. Massive.
They came in loud about equal rights, but after that beatdown in the ring, I think they've learned that equality hits harder than expected. But gotta give her a mark for desperately trying to prove a point. The fight started and the female opponent was quickly turned into a pathetic punching bag. She's probably questioning her life choices. She was overpowering a Sigma dude when the Sigma stepped in. He smacked her across the face to remind her to keep her tongue behind her teeth. These mediocre women keep yelling about equal rights. No woman has ever won a match against a man. How come you want equality when we're not equal? Game over. When you step into a man's world and try to play the part, there's always a price waiting. This fighter found that out the hard way when her opponent locked her up and turned confidence into pure panic.
That looks miserable.
Garcia's got the perfect jiu-jitsu body. She's like all legs, all arms. Look at that.
Sometimes reality doesn't just tap you on the shoulder, it body locks you and drags you straight to the ground.
I don't know how to describe it other than it looks like a teepee choke on the ribs.
On the ribs.
They really believed they could win this fight, but as soon as things turned around, the attitude vanished, and those tough looks turned into quick apologies instead. Next time, try to lend some help in the kitchen instead of fighting. They started off their fight with a friendly hug, but moments later, it turned into wild chaos, breaking loose in every direction. Dude literally treated her like trash in the ring, because there's no chivalry in the ring. Imagine handpicking your own opponent just to get humbled, and she still got smoked. Years of training went straight to the trash can. And here comes the flailing leg show, a truly inspiring display of tactical genius.
Alex is so heavy from here with her brilliance of Megan trying to come over on the top to save her arm from being straightened out.
It was almost as effective as trying to karate chop a hurricane. But hey, at least it was fun to watch someone so thoroughly outclassed put on a performance worthy of a participation trophy. He swatted the pathetic opponent like a bothersome gnat and strolled off with the win.
Space. 9 seconds expires. That means
One clean hit from someone who actually knows how to fight, and suddenly our little acrobat remembered he wasn't in the big top anymore. All that flailing and failing ended with him kissing the canvas. Indian reality TV has always been dramatic, but this moment took it to another level. A female host, clearly feeling untouchable, slapped a contestant on live television like she owned the stage.
We don't want to talk with you, actually.
Why don't you go then?
You go.
What nobody expected was the contestant snapping right back,
How can you snap? How can you snap?
returning the slap in the exact same currency. But I think it was important to teach that a lesson.
He's actually angry right now.
If you win again, she might punch you.
I kind of want to see it.
I know, me too.
Delusional Caitlyn Jenner-looking woman high on steroids lost a match against a real man who born with testosterone, unlike her who adopted it.
Ryan, come on, bro. Put her down. He wins. Let's go.
These women never really understand how to stay away from the ring. In Kuwait, the cage lights up for another men versus women spectacle. For a moment, she managed to hang on, flailing and fumbling like it was going somewhere, but it wasn't. He stayed cool, patient, and let her wear herself out. Then, with one clean move, he snatched her arm like it was nothing and twisted until she learned her place. After 9 guys jumped his son outside the ring, this bald dad didn't run to lawyers or cry about it. Instead, he set up a fight in his own boxing gym.
You got jumped by 9 people at once. So we're going to put you through a shark tank.
The bully who thought he was untouchable actually agreed, probably thinking it would be an easy win. But the setup was simple. First the son got his turn, then the father stepped in. By the end, the so-called tough guy finally tasted what a fair fight feels like, and it didn't taste good. Sometimes the best lesson comes with punches, not paperwork. Back in 2016, this woman lost her way to the kitchen and ended up in a fight that barely looked like a competition. Every move she made only highlighted her place back at home. He ended it quickly, and what followed wasn't just defeat, it was humiliation dressed as effort. The fight probably made her realize that washing dishes isn't that bad. She's using every ounce of strength, even her whole body weight, just to move his hand an inch. At this point, she should really call it a draw. Mr. Officer, clearly not in the mood for this disrespectful scoundrel's performative nonsense, gave her a reality check in the form of a fist. Congrats, sweetheart. Finally, you're the main character nobody asked for. This pathetic Karen decided to sprinkle bottled water on some guys like she was blessing them with holy water. Spoiler, they didn't feel blessed.
Hey, 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 police, police.
She bolted into a building thinking she'd escaped, probably patting herself on the back for her grand exit.
She's shouting for us. Did she just chuck water around me?
But the moment she stepped back out, the guys were waiting to deliver this scoundrel a well-deserved lesson on good manners. They hyped it up like some kind of battle of equals, but a minute in and she's already stuck playing defense while he's cruising on top. After all that struggling, the plot twist was exactly what you'd expect. He walked away with the win.
Snap down to the headlock. There we go. Kaden, hold it. Come on, Kaden. Don't get no wrist.
I mean, what was she thinking? Accepting a fight with a man only to get embarrassed in front of everyone?
Tight.
There you go.
Nice. Finish.
Yeah.
She can't even get back on her feet now. Way too pathetic. She should go back to the kitchen and bring everyone a sandwich. Barbie really thought she could handle the heat. Sweetie, this isn't a makeup tutorial, it's a fight. Why is she even here to get folded like that?
Uno, vai. Dai, spingi. Minchia però, sei forte, amore. Sei forte, cazzo.
2 days in the gym and she thought she was built different. Turns out she was just built delusional. Lost the match and her ego in under 1 minute flat.
Minchia però, sei forte, amore. Sei forte, cazzo.
The fight ended in the first match, but nah. She wanted to get knocked out properly. One match after another, she's eaten nothing but dust and defeat. Not gonna lie for a moment, I thought she had potential, until there was a straight punch across her stomach. This showdown shows how to treat a trash can in a ring. It was a Marine male versus female match, and for her, it turned into a harsh reality check. Because in war, no one's being chivalrous just because you're a woman. You can't play the woman card on the battlefield. Today in self-defense class, we learned how to pick a fight with a large man.
You recorded for?
Don't worry about it. You ready?
Whatever.
The guy performed his one-man show of dominance, banking on the idea that the other guy was just there to politely admire his performance. But unfortunately, even the most interesting one-act plays have to end with a punctuation mark in the form of a fist.
What's up? You think I'm afraid of you, dude? What's up?
So, if you're taking notes, class, never ever bet your face on the assumption that someone else is too polite to rearrange it. Look at this genius, rocking swim goggles indoors like he's the final boss at a flea market, until White Shirt politely reintroduced him to the floor.
Back up. Back up.
One tap, and he's napping, flat as a dropped burrito. I don't love violence, but I do love when egos get a reality check delivered express. And there you have it. Equal rights turned into equal fights. Every punch landed a lesson. Respect strength, no limits, and remember, karma never misses a round.